Hi everyone, welcome back to the Gypsy Caravan. I'm Shan. How you doing? My hair is just far too long and not working with me today. I am due for a haircut soon, so this is going to be taken up hopefully so soon. But today's video I decided to do like a really glammy look inspired by winter, I guess. This is a look I used to wear quite often on counter when I was still working at MAC. It's like a super deep, let me just move my hair. It's like a super deep halo eye with lots of chunky glitter, big lashes, and just the full 9 yards. If you're keen to see how to get this look, then let's head on to the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and to like this video at the end if you like this video. Okay, so it's obviously been like forever since I've filmed like a proper makeup tutorial, because my previous videos have all been like hauls and story times and not much of this average face, you know what I'm saying? We're going to start off with some Painterly Paintpot. As usual, I'm going to take it on a 286. Did you hear that vibrato? My gosh. I'm going to take it on a 286 and we are just going to prime our lids. Nothing special. The makeup look today I feel like is going to be quite a heavy one, so make sure your primer is good and solid. Just prime everything, top to bottom, left to right, center. Okay, I brought you guys a little closer. I just brought you guys in a little bit because I thought you were too far away. So we're going in with my Jaclyn Hill, the Vault palette. This one is the Bling Boss one, which looks like this. It's all the pinky purples and I don't know, some maroony colors. We're going to pick up this first shade here. This one is called Hush Hush. I'm going to keep in with the same brush. We're just going to use this as a transition shade in the crease area. I'm just going to actually use this mirror. So this is just going to go in the crease and we're going to buff that out so that it's not too harsh. You want to keep it a little softer than that. This is just going to be the color that's going to help blend everything else out. So don't worry about it not looking super pretty or neat. It really doesn't matter. The reason I'm using a big fluffy blending brush like this is because if you use something too dense, it's going to be very, very hard to soften that line and blend it out. So for any soft diffuse work, you want to keep in with a fluffier brush. For any impactful, like punchy eyeshadow colors or shapes, then you can use the denser brush for that. But for this shade and this area of the eye specifically, we want to keep it quite soft, so big fluffy blending brush. Okay, so now that we're done looking like a Tim Burton character, staying in with the same Bling Boss palette, we're going to go in with this reddishy, I don't know, plummy maroon kind of shade. It's called Spark. I almost read it as Spank, imagine. So we're going to take this and we're going to put it into the crease as well and blow that out. So we are going to blend that in with a JH33 brush. This is a slightly smaller blending brush compared to the 286. So it is going to pick up more color and put down more color. It's still going to blend it out and keep it quite soft, but not too diffused. So we're going to stick it right in this crease area here. Really pretty color. It actually comes out like a winey red. Complains a lot, you know. Cool, so then I'm going to turn the brush on its side and just work in circular motions and blend that out. So it is going to take the color up slightly, but we're not going to take it all the way to the top. And then just go in with your big fluffy blending brush on the edge, just to make sure that everything is super smooth and just really blend it in. It doesn't matter if that color bleeds out onto your lid. We'll probably clean that up in just a second, but right now we're just focusing on your crease area. Okay, so I'm now going to go in with my pink and red custom palette. This is one that I made for myself with all my MAC eyeshadows and things. So we're going to go into this top shade here, which is I'm Into It, I think. Yeah, I'm Into It. It's a matte shade. It's a little bit deeper than Spark, which is the one from Morphe. I'm going to take it on that same JH33, and we're going to just deepen this part of the crease a little bit more. So we're just going to stay kind of in this area. I'm not going to turn my brush onto its side because that will just take the color up. So we're keeping the brush quite flat, and we're just going to go back and forth and then blend it out. And then, as always, just for the edges, we're going to take that big fluffy blending brush. You can either pick up a little bit of Spark or pick up a little bit of that Hush Hush to blend all of this out, just to bring like the edges out to make them more diffused, or you can just use the brush as is. It really doesn't matter. The key thing here is just to work out that eyeshadow so that it's not super harsh and that you have like a really clean seamless blend. I think I want to make this deeper still, so I'm going to go in with my blue and purple custom palette. It's again all MAC eyeshadows, and I'm going to take this, let me do it with this hand rather. I'm going to take this top shadow here, which is called Sketch. It's a little bit more purpley compared to the shadows that we have on our eyes already, but again it's got that nice rich deepness, which is what I'm looking for. So again, just on the JH33, and we're going to keep this super low. I just want to like really push that crease right back. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. I just needed something a little bit deeper. So because I want to do the halo eye effect, I'm going to go back in with this shade. This is the I'm Into It shade. And I'm going to move over to a denser packing brush. This is a 239 brush from MAC, and I'm going to deepen the outer corners and inner corners of the lid only, because essentially with a halo eye you want to keep the center open. So I'm just going to push this into those corners and then just soften that into the crease. If you want, you can totally cut this with concealer, but I'm going to be going in with the glitter, so it's really not necessary because the glitter will cover up any mistakes or sins that I've made on my lid. Going back in with my other MAC palette, I'm going to pick up some more of that Sketch and just do the exact same thing and really get it nice and deep and dark. I'm going to use the same 239 brush and push the color in. Okay, and then I'm just going to blend out that outer corner with that JH33 and just kind of flick it out. So to prep my eye for glitter, to prime my lid for glitter, I'm going to go in with some NYX glitter primer, and I'm just going to take the same 239 brush. You can even use your finger if you want, and just apply the primer in the open area of the lid. I'm just going to dab it around and up to the crease, just like that, just kind of like in a semi circle situation. All glitter, glitter my world. This is B7 Orbit Orange. It's quite a chunky coppery orange sort of glitter, super inexpensive. As always, I'll link everything down below what I use so that you can find it. I'm just going to pick it up on that 239 brush that has a little bit of that primer on so that it sticks, And then I'm just going to push this glitter in to the primer on my lid. You can use Fix Plus, you can use eyelash glue, you can use whatever you feel will work best on your lid. For my primer today, I'm going to go in with the Revlon Rose Glow Hydrating Primer. I'm going to be honest, I don't love this stuff. It's okay. It's not the best. I've had better. And also just because the dropper system just does not work. The little pearls that come in the primer, they just land up everywhere. But in terms of like hydration, it does provide the skin with hydration. It does give the skin a nice healthy glow. In terms of priming, it's a bit iffy. I mean, it's so much more expensive compared to my other drugstore primers that I have. I'm gonna use it up, finish it, and then never purchase it again. I don't like wasting. So anyway, I am in the shade 200 Nude. This is the Candid Photoready foundation. I don't know if I said that. I'm just going to take that on a 130 brush, stippling brush, and I am just going to buff this in to the skin. I have a whole, not a whole video, but I have a video on all my favorite foundations up on my channel, where I do rave about this in that video. So if you want to check that out, I'll link it at the top here for you so that you can check that out. Alrighty, and then for concealer, I'm just going to go in with my Isabella concealer highlighter. Just because this foundation is pretty full coverage, I just want something sheer just to lighten up the area underneath my eyes. I'm not really looking for coverage. Okay, and then I'm going to blend that out with a 270 brush and just stipple that in. I'm not going to go right up underneath my eye because I am still going to put eyeshadow there, but just kind of around the bag area. Okay, just going in with my brows. I'm just taking a spoolie and I'm just going to brush them out. I'm not going to make my brows too heavy. The focus is not the brows today, it is the eyes. So I'm just going to kind of shape them and just give them a bit of fluff. So I'm just going to go in with an eyebrow pencil from MAC. This one is in the shade Lingering, I think it's Lingering. Normally I do go in with Fling, but my Fling is finished. So I'm going to concentrate this just on the tail of the brow, pretty much. And just come in underneath here and then just blend it away, because Lingering, even though technically Lingering matches my hair color the best, it's still a little dark for me. That's why I prefer Fling. It has a little bit of an ashiness to it, since my brown, this is all my natural hair color here, since my natural brown does have a bit of an ashiness to it, where Lingering I feel is very, very warm, and I just don't enjoy a warm brow. So the brow gel set I normally use is this one by MAC. It is just a normal brow gel set. It's in the shade Beguile. To be honest, I don't think they do this shade anymore. So if you don't want the tinted one or don't see the need for a tinted one, you can always go in with any clear one that you have. Clear is probably better, but I just like this one because, again, like I said, it has a little bit of a ashy undertone for like your platinum blondes, the ladies who have silver or grayish hair. So yeah, I'm just going to coat my lashes with a bit of mascara. This is just the Fifth Wonder by Isabella Garcia, because I am going to attempt lashes today. I normally don't do false lashes. I'm going to try wear my 75s today. These are my favorite pair of lashes if I do go in with a pair of lashes. I'm going to use duo glue to stick them down. Oops, my eyelash glue to get a little bit tacky. I'm just going to go in with some translucent powder. This one's from MAC. It's a colorless powder. And just going in with a Real Techniques 402 setting brush, I'm just going to dab a little dusting of translucent powder just underneath my eyes here. My lashes are ready. I'm going to stick them on and I will be right back. So I super forgot how dramatic these lashes are. Gosh, they're like heavy. They've almost now like taken over my entire lid that you can't even actually see what makeup I've done. But I mean, we're here now, so let's just carry on. So let's move on to the underneath area of the lid. Back into that Bling Boss palette, we're going to pick up some of that Hush, and on the fluffy blending brush, okay, we're then going to pick up a little bit of Spark as well. I've moved over to the 239 that we were using. I'm keeping the center open now. We're going to focus the colors mainly on the inner and outer corners. I'm going to take my JH33 to blend it out first, and then to really diffuse everything together, you can go back in with the big fluffy blending brush. Okay, going back in with this palette, we're now going to go in with I'm Into It. Same thing, same procedure, peeps. I'm now going to take that just on the JH33. And lastly, the Sketch. Okay, and then obviously for that little in the center, we're going to go back in with our glitter a tiny bit this time, only a little bit, because we only need it, like I said, right in the center. Just that little boop in the center there. Back in again with the mascara for your bottom lashes. Okay, and then for contour, I'm just going to go in with this old sculpting powder from MAC. It was part of the Fruity Juicy Fruity collection. It's Delicates. It's a sculpting defining powder. And I'm just going to take a 138 brush. I'm going to kind of bronze, kind of sculpt, kind of contour, kind of a little bit of everything on the face. I'm not going to be too overly dramatic because, again, like I said, the eyes are the main focus at this point, so I just want to bring a little bit of color up into this area so that we can just shape the face nicely. Then for highlighter, I'm just going to go in with some of my Becca Champagne Pop ink, and I'm just going to use my 402 setting brush from Real Techniques to apply. I'm just going to add this into the cheeks and kind of round it out here to start working into my brow bone. And then I'm going to do just the tiniest bit down the nose across the tip, Cupid's bow. Swap over to a JH42, which is like a little mini shader brush, and again still keeping in with Champagne Pop. I'm going to use this to highlight my inner corners. And then just taking that big fluffy blending brush, I'm going to pick up a little bit of Champagne Pop and stick that in the brow bone, or this empty space area here. Also with it having a little bit of that, all those purple eyeshadows rather, it's just going to help blend everything together. For lips, I'm just going to go in with this paint lacquer from MAC. It's in 585 Patent Pleasure. I want to do something nude, but not like a bright nude, if that makes sense. And also because my lips are so dry. But I feel it still works pretty well with the overall look. Cool, I'm gonna make myself look better than this, and we can close off the video. Okay, so my fringe is super long, I didn't realize, and my hair is super greasy, so everything is like falling flat and just not working with me. But this is the completed look. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial and that you try this out for yourself at home. Again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video, comment on this video, leave me your thoughts down below on any other videos that you would like to see on my channel. Don't forget you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, and basically I'm pretty much everywhere. So if you search for me, you'll find me, the Gypsy Caravan. We'll see you in my next tutorial, and don't forget, wherever you can, refer the Gypsy Caravan.